Yep, welcome to this edition of Off Script, and we're going to talk about fixture congestion. Liverpool have 8 games in 25 days. If you start to talk about it, Jamie, do you get mentally tired as a player?
Yeah, when you look at that, I think there's no doubt it is a tough run of fixtures for them. But the games now, they very rarely pick the same team. No player's going to play probably all 8. Maybe Van Dijk and the goal, but the goalkeeper's not now, is he? Is the Leicester team actually is anyone going to join us for Off Script?
No, I think I've seen you. They don't fancy it.
Come on. Oh, Danny, come on. Oh, come on, you've hardly played since.
See, if Gary Neville was here, that'd come. Anyway,
yeah.
Right. If you get tired mentally,
will come.
He won't. He's busy.
I give a good mention against Southampton tonight. Do you want to come on? Come here. Come on. Are you playing today?
Yeah.
So you left wing today?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think's going to happen today?
You need that. I think it'll be a tough one. I know they've not been hitting the form that they want to hit, but I think we know they're a good side, so I think we're prepared well for it.
This is actually off script, so this is not an official interview. So we don't do cliches on this. So if there's anything else you want to give me beside cliches about how your season's gone, or I thought you done really well at Southampton. I thought you were fantastic in that game.
Have you got
a team meeting?
Yeah,
we've got a meeting.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, go. Go. Quick, go.
Leave the poor bloke alone. Right, I've got a theory for you anyway.
Go on.
World Club Championship.
Yes.
I think
Leicester players.
I think it's a genius. Johnny, I think.
Want to do the pre-match interview?
Where's?
Chilly loves it. What's going today?
Not today.
I've told you. If it was Genev, they'd be over here like a shot. Right, World Club Championship. Okay, it's a winter break for Liverpool. Nice and easy, bit of sun on your back.
Yeah.
It's a genius move.
Actually, when we went, it didn't affect us. We didn't go to. We went to Japan. I think they're going to Qatar, aren't they? But it didn't affect us at all when we come back. I think we played Newcastle in the next game. Probably why it didn't affect us. But no, I mean, the first game is a game Liverpool should win. So I don't think they need to play everyone. So I think a lot of the top stars will. Yeah, a lot of the top stars or top players in the team will probably be saving themselves in some way for the final, which will be a tough game. But I don't think it's the case they've got to play 3 days later. I think they get a decent break when they come back. I'm not really looking at that from a Liverpool point of view, thinking that'll take anything out of them. To be honest, it's more the amount of games.
I think it's a bonus, Jamie. I think it's a really good break for them.
No, I agree. As I said, it was for us that season in 2006. We had a good end to the season. I think the domestic cup competitions may fall away for Liverpool. I don't think they'd be too interested in them, considering they've got, go away then. Premier League, Champions League, if they get through, really. So I think what will falter away or certainly fall away will be the interest in domestic cup competitions.
It's the whole fatigue thing, though. You're only tired when you're not winning games. You're winning games, you can play every afternoon. Yeah,
and listen, I know people say that, and that years ago when the game was sort of the 14-man squad, every week you played a game, you come up. It was almost the same team. You think of Subi's Liverpool team. You could pick that team the first game of the season. It'd probably be the same at the end of the season. The difference is now there's a lot of chopping and changing. There's sports science involved. It's always about getting the edge on your opponent. So years ago they talk about, we didn't change the team. We didn't need to rotate. Tiredness is in your head. But the team you're playing against is in exactly the same position as you, and that they're playing every week. So there's no gaining anything or losing it. It's like when people talk about going drinking on the 70s and 80s. All the players went drinking, the Liverpool players, and they still won everything. But every other team was drinking. They won't just do the best team. What I'm saying is now, it's almost trying to get what sort of 1%, 2% you can talk about, those little things that can add to your game, that can maybe get you that extra edge in a game over a 4 to 6 week period. So yes, at times players will be tired, but it's about getting them out the team and getting someone else fresh in before they come tired. And as I said, trying to stop losing games or dropping points or whatever tiredness can contribute.
It's also a bit of a misnomer as well, isn't it? They talk about the journey to Qatar. They're lying in flatbeds in first class. Magnificent. I mean, it's probably more restful than being at home.
Yeah, you need a double bed, don't you?
I don't get waitress service at home.
Yeah. It's no, of course. I mean, you see players now flying all over the world for sort of awards, and they could just come straight back years ago. You'd be thinking, the effect travel's going to have on them, but they say the way they are looked after now. I think Mo Salah towards the end of last season went to New York, and he had a game sort of 2 days later. I think there was a Merseyside derby. A couple of the players went somewhere. It might have been the African nations player for Sadio Mane and Salah, and it was like 2 days before the derby, and all Liverpool fans are saying, they can't possibly go, but in years gone by they wouldn't have been allowed to go. But now it's a case, as I said, first class, just there on the plane back, and before you know it, they're back in training.
Okay, there you go. That's Off Script with Jeff Shreves, Jamie Carragher
and Harvey
and Harvey Barnes. Don't worry, I wasn't going to forget.